meditation. I'm Cindy, if you don't already know that. I'm glad you're feeling peaceful. That's a good way to feel. So, I was thinking how hard change is. I don't know if you can relate, but I was just thinking how hard change is in every aspect of our life, especially changing our own behavior. If you've ever been in a situation where you're smart enough to know that you can never change the person that you're dealing with. You can never change other people, maybe it's a group. You can't change a situation that you're in. But you get clever and smart and present enough to know that you can certainly change how you respond to them, how you respond to that situation. So especially if you're dealing with a person who is really difficult, hard to manage, hard to deal with, and all we do is resist. We resist, we resist, we resist. We fight, we build anger and resentment and all this negative stuff in our body. Remember, our thoughts carry weight. Our thoughts are energy, and energy lives in your body. Is energy something you can physically touch? No. But energy lives in your body in good and bad ways. Negative energy, all these toxic thoughts, they're going to live in your neck, your upper back. You're going to feel tight. A lot of people have digestion issues. A lot of people have joint issues. Most illnesses are psychosomatic, coming from up here. So we cannot change people. We have to change something within ourselves on how we respond to them. Does that make sense? And when you can do that, it's literally overwhelmingly exhilarating. It's this sense of being free, freedom in every direction, and even as a teacher, if you're a teacher and you're watching this, or you know a teacher, right? Think of teachers having to deal with all these different personalities in their class and all these kids that are already traumatized and afraid and anxious and lashing out in every different direction. And now you have this teacher in your room who's literally up. The alarm is going off. Hold on. And sorry, that was my alarm. And you have these kids that are lashing out, and then you have this teacher, right? They can't change the students. They can only change how they respond to the situation and to the students. And I find that change is really hard. It's like you have to just dig down deep and be super present to what comes at you, what shows up in front of you, so that you can respond differently in order to evoke a different situation. Does that make sense? Because how you respond to adversity, to challenges, to difficult people, how you respond makes all the difference in the outcome of that particular situation. I don't know if that makes sense. These are all things that I go through in my own life, and I just share them as they come up for me. But it's a really hard practice. It's something you have to practice every day. But if you can master that in your own life, you will be one happy person. That I do know. All right, sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, fill up, and open the mouth and breathe out. Again, deep breath in. And a full breath out. And then just start to notice your inhale. Notice the way it feels in your body. Notice the quality of the breath, the buoyancy of the breath. Notice the exhale, that emptying feeling, that ability to let go. Noticing if it's hard to empty completely. Notice if there's feelings of holding on to something, resisting. And again, deep breath in. And a full breath out. And just allow that breath to come and go without resisting. Without resisting anything that shows up for you. So we observe these thoughts that might be there. We observe any tension or tightness in our body without attaching a label as good or bad, or getting frustrated or resisting it. And as you continue to breathe, feeling this sense of balance or equanimity, this like space between high and low, space between thought and response. And just observing that space of just being neutral, literally neutral, no matter what shows up for you. Changing not ourselves, but changing how we respond to the stimuli that shows up for us, that gets in our way, that distracts us, that calls for our attention, and just observing it without attaching to it. That we are working on being peaceful here so that we can be peaceful everywhere. moment, this space. You can even wiggle your fingers or just move your toes a little. I like to move my neck a little. And then bring your hands together at your heart. Bow your chin towards your throat. Honoring this time you carved out for yourself. Remembering that how you do anything is how you do everything. So we meditate, we learn these skills, this practice, so that we could bring that into the rest of our life. I thank all of you so much for joining me. It is always my honor to guide you. May we be healthy, happy, and together, let's all find some peace. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone.